Welcome to Mae Hong Son town. And guys, I must tell you, this place is an absolute diamond on the Mae Hong Son Loop. Now, I know you often hear Guyang and I say almost every location we go to, we could live here, we could live here. But I'm telling you, this is a place that we could definitely see ourselves settling. It's an unbelievable place. Now, have a look at the views that we have over here. And it's just amazing. Like, it feels as though you're in the Himalayas. You are surrounded by mountains, and one of the reasons it reminds me of the Himalayas is there's a lot of locations in the Himalayas in Nepal, especially where there's just a airport and a runway randomly, and it's just hugged by all of these mountains around it. Like, you know, kudos to the pilots for sure. And what we see down there, and I'll show you this later tonight, there's a little lake pond there and a beautiful temple beside it. There was just chanting before, and there's a night market around there. I'll show you that a little bit later. We'll go there tonight. We are actually up at a temple called Wat Pratat Doi Kong Mu, and this is a beautiful temple actually. And the pagodas, they house the remains of some influential and famous Buddhist monks. And so have a look at these pagodas, absolutely breathtaking. And you see, obviously, Gautama the Buddha, images of Gautama the Buddha here. And what you can do is you can walk up, and this is what you are greeted with if you're going to walk back down. Look at that. Good Lord. And guys, what I really love about this place, when we walk around the town, Guyang and I were walking around this morning after breakfast, is it reminds me of what Pai was 20 years ago. Still has held on to its roots. It's the Thai tradition, and there's a lot of like Burmese temples, architecture here. It's just amazing. And I don't know, I just like the general feel here, maybe a little bit better than Pai. I still love Pai for obvious reasons. It's a beautiful place, but there's something, just look at that. There's just something about this place. The mountains, it's hugged by all of these beautiful mountains. And over here, something quite interesting. I'll have to do further research, but if you guys can see that over there, what does that look like? It does look like a prison to me. And Guy was saying to me before, it's probably one of the best damn prison locations in the world. It's actually more of a retreat than a prison. Which could be true. Now Guy's over here. We'll quickly go and have a look, see where she's at. How is it up here? Sawadee Cup. How is it up here?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remind you of anywhere?
Yeah. Nepal?
Nepal, yeah.
Yeah. Nepal in rainy season maybe.
Yeah.
Green. Very green.
Would you say Mae Hong Son town is bigger than Mae Sariyang, population wise?
I'm not sure because this is the kind of main city in Mae Hong Son province.
Yeah.
So it looks like smaller, but maybe more condensed in one area.
Yeah.
This place. Mae Sariyang seems a bit more spread out because there is a highway going through, so
yeah,
looks bigger.
Yeah. Guys, we went to actually the night market last night, and there was more people at the night market that we saw in Mae Sariyang altogether in the few days we were there. But that doesn't necessarily mean there's a bigger population. There's actually a lot more tourist traffic, I think, in Mae Hong Son town than Mae Sariyang.
Sariyang could be cause closer to Chiang Mai, maybe. That's why more populated, because here is quite far away from Chiang Mai. But yeah.
And there's more tourists here, I would say.
Yeah.
By far, there's more. It's particularly Thai tourists are coming here because you can obviously fly here, or if you've already made the trek to Pai, it's only a couple extra hours and you can come here. And I was just saying to the people that it's like Pai 20 years ago. Mae Hong Son City.
Yes, it's
The older buildings, like we went through the town today, and there's like all the old wood style Thai traditional houses, and actually we went to a breakfast place that had the same style.
yes. I think just the atmosphere of the town is a lot more local.
Mm.
So Pai is very diluted in a way because mixing with a lot of travelers, visitors coming through the town. Mae Hong Son is obviously not even half of the amount that will get the visitors like Pai. So it's very quiet, very local. That's why we like it.
That's right.
Yes.
Now, guys, I know I've said this probably a million times on previous vlogs, but this is undoubtedly the greatest coffee shop in the world. Pull up the pew, and look at that. Under the nice shade of this tree here. Wow, I don't think you could get any better than that, could it? Seriously, I could get a tea up here, edit these vlogs, and it wouldn't feel like a work day. Not that it ever does. And you can see the other side of town over here. There's actually some resorts down there. I think that's the Imperial, and there's a lot of administration buildings, government buildings. And so that's actually where we came from Mae Hong yesterday. So we were way out there, and we wriggle our way through the mountains, and we come to Mae Hong Son town. And when you come up here to the temple, which overlooks Mae Hong Son town, make sure you spend some time in quiet contemplation and circumambulate around the two pagodas here. It's an important part of the Buddhist tradition, and also Hindu and Taoist tradition as well. So, don't come up here and vlog like what I'm doing, but come up here and pay pranams to the Buddha and the monks before us. And now we're going to head up here. So on the other side of the temple, because Mae Hong Son is the westernmost province, so the last sunset of Thailand. So today it's at 1822. Who knows if we'll come, huh? Maybe.
If it's even accurate.
If it's accurate.
Yeah, it sounds a bit late.
Sounds a bit late? I don't know, I think it's all right.
Yeah.
And so behind, we're actually up where the standing Buddha is. We'll go up there in a second. But it looks like they're building some type of monastery accommodation here. I think the older accommodation is over here, which is likely in the Thai rugged style. But that could be also just a big temple as well. So we're speculating. So on the other side, as you see, there's only some houses. If Guy and I were living here, we'd probably be up over there in the mountains away from everything, knowing our style. Isn't that right, love?
Yeah.
But yeah, you see this in Mae Hong Son, this area, there's a lot of the red soil, which is very similar to what we found in Gokana in South India. It's just the heat, I think, up in this area, and
Yeah, that's like a symbol of a hot area.
like outback Australia, except these places are inhabited, not like outback Australia. So,
Yes.
but it's like when you're driving through the streets here of Mae Hong Son, even in Mae Hong a little bit, you would notice that on the roads there's a tinge of that red dust, and so it brought back some memories for us in Gokana. a special place to us, but now this is a new special place for us. How are you? You good? Happy cat. What's there to be unhappy about? Here is the Shramana Buddha. At the moment, we're up at the Standing Buddha, and behind the Standing Buddha, I believe, is the Ordination Temple, and this is the highest point of this temple up here. Now, behind the Ordination Temple, what you'll find is this memorial. Now, this is an interesting memorial. It's the Rider's Memorial, and so for those who loved life on two wheels. And so, as it says here on the memorial, this GT Rider Memorial is to honor our departed riding mates who lived in Thailand and rode their bikes on the Mae Hong Son Loop. So this is a new initiative here, and it says actually the memorial was officially inaugurated on the 6th of November 2016. And so it is just a memorial to immortalize those people who loved riding the Mae Hong Son Loop, and obviously they would have to have lived here. And that's an amazing initiative, right? An amazing memorial to just pay respects to those people who loved this part of the country and loved Thailand in general. And so we have a donation box here for Wat Pratat Doi Kong Nu, which goes to the construction of the GTR Chetty. And this is just some of the amazing things that they do in Thailand, right? Like, Thais, they love everyone. Doesn't matter where you're from, who you are. It's kind of like India, right? If you love India, Indians will love you. And likewise in Thailand, if you love Thailand, Thais love you as well. But let's be frank, Thais love you regardless, Indians love you regardless. Just down the hill from the temple we're at is the Kuan Yin temple here in Mae Hong Son. This is a magical place, peaceful place. Actually, there's nobody here. And there's an interesting fusion with the ambulance service here. Obviously, Kuan Yin being the goddess of compassion, the Bodhisattva. And so we have the ambulance workers honored at this place. They actually work from here, which is amazing. So it's really nice to see the Thai community respect first responders, which is important in any culture, but for whatever reason these days, not many people respect first responders. So without them, we don't have much of a society. So it's really good to see that they respect the first responders here. So let's have a look around. As you see here on the walls, depicted of stories of Lao Tzu, Bodhidharma, Kongza. Obviously there's Lao Tzu up there again. The artwork in this temple is beautiful. You see Manchas, again Bodhidharma. It's amazing. This place is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the best Kuan Yin temples I've actually been to. Maybe because there's nobody here. So outside you have the Tai Chi symbol, the yin yang, with the bagua. So the bagua symbol, the 8 trigrams. And then over here you have Lhasa. And so the old master. And that's one of the great things about Chinese Buddhism, if you want to call it that, is this fusion between Taoism and Mahayana Buddhism, which, you know, became Chan actually in China, which is now modern day Zen in Japan. We are up at the temple again for sunset, which is actually on the other side, but when you look at the sun glistening on these blue mountains, it's amazing. And look, we'll go down there in a second, have a look at the night market. Let's go to the other side and check out the sunset from the other side of the mountain. Beautiful, isn't it, love?
Oh yeah, it's different from the morning.
When it's like 40 degrees temperature.
Yes.
So just over there is Burma, over this mountain range. It's quite a beautiful place at sunset, peaceful. We missed the sun just going down over the ridge, but it's a beautiful view. So as you can all see, the night market is coming alive down near the lake pond there and the temple. So we're going to go and explore the night market briefly, and also the beautiful temple beside the lake. So guys, we're on Mae Hong Son walking streets, full of food, full of crafts. We'll have a look around, and every night I think this is on, isn't it, love?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So let's have a look around. There's some interesting food. Let's have a look. Where are we? First of all, get your lotto tickets. Famous here in Thailand, twisty chips, sawadee krap.
พี่มิ QR code ยังรอ ใครจะกินน้ำส้มกับหนูบ้าง
Juice,
Freshly
fresh juice. We had some of that last night. Awesome.
กินก็เป็นข้าวไข่เจียวน่ากินจังเลยเนาะที่บ้าน
And these little things, what do they make it like? That's
Yeah, that's like a coconut made with a coconut flour, and she put some little sweet corn in it, so it's a bit of a dessert, but sweet.
And there's a restaurant there. We've never been to that restaurant. There's usually a lot of farangs there.
Yeah,
So we usually go somewhere else, but
like a meeting point.
yeah, it's a meeting point. Yeah, a lot of people drinking and stuff. This is som tam.
5 คิวนะคะ5 โค้ก
Som tam is papaya salad.
Papaya salad, yeah.
Delicious, spicy. A lot.
Salad, yeah, sweet, sour, and spicy.
So over here, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like chicken, but there's
I don't want to ask too many questions because I don't know.
ข้าวเหนียว1 ห่อนะคะข้าวเหนียว3ข้าวเหนียว3 20 บาทลูก
intestines, maybe? Intestines.
Yes.
When I'm hungry, I never think, damn, I want to eat some intestines. It's never quite came to me before. Fresh your colt.
Take care of your colons.
There's intestines in there.
Why not?
Why not? Roti, banana, chocolate. You can't go wrong. Pizza crepes, but all sorts of ones. Sweet, Savory. It's party time here.
It's like a black bean soy milk.
Black bean soy milk.
Yeah. Freshly brewed.
Freshly brewed, huh?
Yeah, it's unsweetened.
That'd be good for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like when I first stayed in Thai, that was a part of my breakfast. I remember it was like 5 baht, like hot, just been brewed in the morning.
Sawadee cup. Hey, cup. Policeman is a person to serve the people. Well, I wouldn't expect anything else. And there's always something on in Thailand.
And just to add, today is Monday night. It seems like there's no time when or where
Exactly.
for party.
Sawadee cup. Every night's a party in Thailand.
Oh yes.
But that's a really good thing about Thailand, man. The community, they still come out, they do things like this. We've kind of lost that in the developed world a little bit, where we all sit at home and watch our TV, sit on our phones. Where the people, they still get out and connect with each other, no matter what it is. But usually these markets are a real binding aspect of the community.
Markets, yeah, Thai night markets are not for anyone and anything but local people. Some people think that, is it a special night or something? Is it happening on the weekend? No, every night.
Every night.
For local people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's your average night in Mae Hong Son. How good. But you see that a lot here with the girls dancing and the guys on the drums and the bells and whatnot. It's a big part of Thai culture, particularly the dancing. Like Guy was saying to me before, like the girls with their hands, isn't
Yeah,
it?
how
Like,
they bend, they shape their hands. I mean, I think they learn through training a lot since a young age to become traditional dancers.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
beautiful, yeah. Toys and that for the kids. We're about to go into the temple now. Where are we going, love? We're going to Wat Jong Klang and Wat Jong Kam. So these are the two temples right on the lake. Now we might be biased because we haven't been here throughout the day, but nighttime seems like the best time to see these temples. And Guy and I actually came here last night. We were completely blown away because, you know, we got accustomed to the temples in Mae Sariang, so the rugged style, and then we came and saw this. Look at this, and it's the image of Buddha in the Burmese style. Buddha under the Bodhi tree, as usual. And look at this, look at the ceiling. in timber as well, and wood, painted, even the pillars. How good. You would think that that's concrete, but that's wood. That's one of the best things about Thai and Myanmar temples, is the attention to detail, the use of wood instead of concrete. Saw this last night too. There's Ganapati there. Look at that. Wood Ganapati. There's the late great king right there. You see behind you, they didn't really do the gold all the way, but I guess that will happen eventually. Well, who knows if it will happen. It's not like these are new temples, they're very old. And as I said, there's the ceiling again with the wood finish. The Buddha under the Bodhi tree again. What you would expect. And we came in here last night, it was much more quiet, wasn't it? Without the concert going on. It was perfect for meditation last night. Now it's a little bit loud across the lake. And you see the Burmese riding up here. Again, this part of Thailand, there's a big fusion of Myanmar and Thailand. And actually the restaurant we just went to, they had a lot of Shan food, didn't they? And you had a Shan salad actually.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over here, look at this. And Dhamma Hall. Well, it doesn't really look like a Dharma hall per se, because they have a lot of chairs and whatnot put out like for ceremony, or put out for some sort of type of special ceremony. But I think it is Dharma hall, because you see the place for all the monks here. And as you see, much a typical setup, but again, wood finished floors. The great monks of yesteryear. Image of the Buddha up there behind the gold Buddha. And the main shrine, Om Namo Buddhaya. So you see the paintings all the way around too. And look at this. But again, with the ceiling, wood finish, wood pillars. A seat for you and your spouse when you come. Jokes. It won't be for you and your spouse. But I haven't really seen this active, so it's probably in the morning when it's active. Swadhi Kap.
Meow. 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 Meow.
We call you Tiger Buddha. Okay, Tiger Buddha. See you. Good life for Tiger Buddha. And you see here the pagoda here. You can actually, in the background, can you see the pagoda on top of the mountain where we were before? So you've got Kuan Yin, Ganapati, and then over here, We've got the big white Buddha. Look at that. Magnificent. Swadikap. Hello. And behind Guy, oh no, it's not a Bodhi tree.
It's very similar.
Similar.
It's quite entirely different.
Yeah.
Entirely different.
Yeah.
Looks so similar though.
Got carried away. This hall was open last night. Jesus. Fireworks cranking. Let's have a look.
So this temple, Wat Chong Kam, was built in 1827, and what it says here, this temple was the very first temple that was built in Mae Hong Son province altogether. So that's the significance of this temple, and you can see this age, and they've been taking care of this place very well, so it still remains as beautiful as I guess it was in the past.
Yeah. And they do keep these wooden temples really in immaculate condition. You'd be surprised, but they keep them in tip-top condition. You would think that they would decay and fall away, but as you see on the roof here, it's all basically the same, with the pagoda right here, another stupa. Since the 1800s. Now, Guy and I were talking about last night, I find it hard to believe that this would have been the first ever temple in Mae Hong Son throughout history, but that's what the locals say. Considering Buddhism has been here since God only knows how long.
Yeah, it's just the temple itself was built in 1827, but Buddhism obviously been around way longer than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, this is another Dharma hall in Chong Kong. And look at the, again, wood finish. Just standard paintings of the story of the Buddha, as you would typically see. This is a real unique Buddha here, as you see, made of like a straw bag. And look at this. Last night we observed the monks chanting on this pedestal here, and look at the the wood stupa. Oh my goodness, the detail, beautiful. It was really nice to observe them chanting last night. Let's go around here. Ganapati's hanging around here too, just kind of chilling in the back, doing his thing. Abhaya Mudra. And again, this is something so rugged about the Burmese style. I just, I love it. That's why I love being in Myanmar a lot. Is, being fortunate enough to spend time in these type of temples and monasteries. It's just, words can't describe, you know, the feeling you get from spending time in places such as this. So this is a Burmese style pagoda, which you see a lot in Mae Hong Son. You probably noticed this type of pagoda in Mae Sariang when we were there. So it's a Burmese style pagoda. Beautiful. You'll see these type of pagodas everywhere in Myanmar, particularly when you go into Yangon. So yeah, this one was built by the Shan people and the Thai people. Kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, can't walk through. That's why I'm like, you want to go out?
Usually you can walk around the whole stupa or pagoda.
They seem to close it. Or...
Yeah. They're like, the hell with that, man. You're not coming through. So we'll have a look at it this way. You got to do the long way around. There's something in there. Ah, of course. Buddha's in there. Chilling. And we aren't allowed to get in there. That's okay. I'm used to rejection. So, yes, you do go around the Buddha there. And you come back through. So you see there, like there's a white Buddha, and look at that. Look at that. Thais, they just do it well. They do it really well. All throughout Asia, I should say, people do it well when it comes to spirituality. It's a real binding force throughout all of Asia, spirituality. Well, it should be a binding force for everyone, to be honest, but anyway. So yeah, you walk around that, the white Buddha, and you come back through. Yeah, yeah. So in that little dark room, there's a little white Buddha, and you walk all around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you cheated. I did the right thing.
Yeah, well, I still win.
Oh, you still win. Oh. So in front of the pagoda, there's a lot of handicrafts, toys, jewelry, amulets. And more knickknacks. So, what you usually expect in a Thai market, all of the same: clothes, food, knickknacks, everything. So guys, that's Mae Hong Son done. We have conquered this little town. There's so much more to see, but you know, Guy and I got to live a little too. You know, we can't take you guys everywhere. And so, in the next vlog on the Mae Hong Son Loop, we're actually going to go to probably one of the most unique places in all of Thailand. And so, we'll see you guys there in the next adventure. That was big.